ladies and gentlemen. Self-love is the cornerstone of a healthy and enduring marriage. It is impossible to fully love and nurture another person if you do not first honor and care for yourself. Self-love is not selfishness or self-absorption, rather it is the recognition of your intrinsic worth and the willingness to treat yourself with the same kindness and respect you offer others. When you cultivate self-love, you build a foundation of emotional stability and confidence that strengthens not only your individual well-being but also your relationship. Loving yourself means understanding your value independent of external validation. In a marriage, it's easy to fall into the habit of seeking approval or affirmation solely from your partner. While mutual support is vital, relying exclusively on your partner to feel whole can create imbalance and unnecessary strain on the relationship. Self-love fills the emotional gaps that only you can address, allowing you to approach the relationship from a place of completeness rather than neediness. This sense of inner wholeness fosters a healthier dynamic where both partners can thrive without feeling burdened by unrealistic expectations. When you practice self-love, you set the tone for how you want to be treated within the marriage. By valuing yourself, you communicate to your partner that you deserve respect, care, and kindness. This clarity helps establish boundaries and ensures that the relationship is built on mutual understanding and appreciation. Self-love creates a space where you can advocate for your needs without guilt, reinforcing the importance of balance and equality within the partnership. It also serves as a model for your partner, encouraging them to treat you with the same level of respect and care you show yourself. Self-love also nurtures resilience, which is essential in any long-term relationship. Marriage is not without its challenges, and there will inevitably be times of conflict, stress, or uncertainty. When you have a strong foundation of self-love, you are better equipped to navigate these difficulties without losing your sense of self. This inner strength allows you to approach problems with clarity and patience, ensuring that temporary hardships do not undermine the bond you share. Resilience rooted in self-love creates a steady presence in the relationship, offering stability even during turbulent times. Caring for yourself also involves prioritizing your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. In the busyness of life, it can be tempting to pour all your energy into your partner or family, leaving little time for self-care. However, neglecting your own needs can lead to burnout, resentment, and a diminished capacity to give to others. Taking time to recharge, whether through hobbies, exercise, meditation, or simply rest, is not an act of selfishness, but one of preservation. When you feel whole and cared for, you have more energy and love to share with your partner. A strong sense of self-love also fosters emotional independence, which is vital for a balanced relationship. Emotional independence does not mean detachment or indifference, rather, it is the ability to manage your own feelings and not rely solely on your partner to regulate your emotions. When you are emotionally independent, you can engage in the relationship with greater authenticity and generosity because you are not constantly seeking reassurance or validation. This balance allows both partners to support each other without feeling overwhelmed by the other's needs. Self-love encourages continuous growth and self-improvement, which benefits both you and your marriage. When you prioritize your personal development, you bring new energy, perspectives, and experiences into the relationship. This commitment to growth keeps the marriage dynamic and prevents stagnation, as both partners are encouraged to evolve together while maintaining their individuality. Growth rooted in self-love ensures that you remain true to yourself while also deepening your connection with your partner. Another important aspect of self-love is the ability to forgive yourself. No one is perfect, and mistakes are an inevitable part of life and relationships. Holding on to guilt or shame can create emotional barriers that affect both you and your partner. When you practice self-forgiveness, you release the weight of past errors and allow yourself to move forward with a lighter heart. This self-compassion extends to the marriage, fostering an environment where both partners feel safe to be vulnerable and human. Finally, self-love enhances your capacity for empathy and compassion. When you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, you are better able to extend those qualities to your partner. A marriage thrives when both individuals can approach each other with patience and care, especially during difficult moments. Self-love serves as a reminder that love begins within, and the more you nurture yourself, the more love you have to give. Self-love is not a destination but an ongoing practice. It requires consistent effort and mindfulness to maintain, especially within the context of a marriage. However, the rewards of this practice are profound, as it creates a strong and enduring foundation for both individual happiness and marital success. By honoring your own worth and caring for yourself deeply, you contribute to a relationship that is balanced, fulfilling, and capable of withstanding the tests of time. Faith in unchanging love is a powerful force that sustains a marriage through life's inevitable highs and lows. Love, when rooted in faith, becomes more than a fleeting emotion. It transforms into a steady commitment to cherish, honor, and nurture one another, no matter the circumstances. This kind of love isn't about perfection or the absence of challenges. It's about trusting in the strength of the bond you share and believing in the enduring connection between you and your partner. Having faith in love means understanding that feelings may ebb and flow over time, but the foundation of your relationship remains steadfast. In the early stages of marriage, love often feels effortless and brimming with excitement. However, as the years pass and life brings its complexities, love takes on new forms. It deepens, matures, and requires intention to maintain. Faith in love reminds you that these shifts are natural and that your commitment to one another transcends temporary emotions. This trust provides the reassurance needed to weather moments of doubt or uncertainty without questioning the value of your relationship. Faith in love also means embracing your partner fully, with all their strengths and imperfections. No one is without flaws, and in a long-term relationship, these imperfections will inevitably surface. Instead of letting them create distance, faith encourages you to approach your partner with understanding and compassion. It's about seeing their humanity and loving them for who they are, rather than holding on to an idealized version of who you think they should be. This acceptance fosters a sense of safety and trust, allowing both partners to be authentic and vulnerable without fear of rejection. Trusting in unchanging love also means believing in your ability to overcome challenges together. Life is unpredictable, and no marriage is free from difficulties. There may be moments of financial strain, health issues, or external pressures that test your bond. During these times, faith in love serves as an anchor, reminding you that you are stronger together than apart. This belief strengthens your resolve to face hardships as a team, knowing that your love is resilient enough to endure and thrive. Faith in love isn't just about trusting your partner, it's also about trusting yourself. It requires confidence in your ability to give and receive love, even in the face of setbacks. There may be moments when you question your worth or whether you're capable of maintaining the relationship. Faith reminds you that love is not about being perfect, but about showing up with sincerity and effort. It's about trusting that your love has value and that your commitment to the relationship is enough to sustain it through difficult times. Another important aspect of faith in love is patience. Relationships are a journey and growth takes time. There will be moments when things feel out of sync or when misunderstandings arise. Faith allows you to hold space for these moments without rushing to fix everything immediately. It teaches you to trust the process of love, knowing that even when things feel uncertain, the foundation of your relationship remains strong. This patience creates room for healing, growth, and reconnection, ensuring that temporary struggles don't overshadow the greater picture of your partnership. Faith in unchanging love also requires forgiveness. No relationship is without mistakes, and both partners will inevitably hurt one another, intentionally or unintentionally. Holding on to resentment can erode the trust and intimacy that sustain a marriage. Faith reminds you that forgiveness is not about condoning hurtful behavior, but about choosing to move forward with love and understanding. It's about believing in the goodness of your partner and the strength of your bond, even when faced with moments of pain. Forgiveness, when rooted in faith, becomes a powerful act of love that reinforces your commitment to one another. Having faith in love also involves gratitude. When you trust in the constancy of your love, you begin to appreciate the small, everyday moments that make up your relationship. It's about noticing the quiet acts of kindness, the shared laughter, and the comforting presence of your partner. These moments, though seemingly ordinary, are the building blocks of an extraordinary bond. Faith in love allows you to cherish these moments and recognize their significance, even in the midst of life's chaos. Faith in love requires effort and intention. It's not something that happens passively, it's a choice you make every day. It's about showing up for your partner with honesty, kindness, and a willingness to work through challenges. It's about believing in the power of your love and the promise of your commitment, even when the road gets tough. This faith creates a foundation of stability and trust, ensuring that your relationship remains strong and enduring. So faith in unchanging love is ultimately about hope. It's about holding on to the belief that your love has the power to withstand anything life throws your way. It's about trusting that the bond you share is not only worth fighting for, but also worth celebrating every single day. This faith transforms your marriage into a source of strength, joy, and unwavering connection, creating a love that truly stands the test of time. A successful marriage is not about perfection, but about the commitment to nurture and sustain love, even when challenges arise. It requires an understanding that the union between two people is a sacred space where both individuals grow together while honoring each other's individuality. To build and sustain a long marriage, one must embrace the principle of seeing the best in their partner. Every person has flaws, but it is the choice to focus on their positive traits and qualities that keeps love alive. When you consistently hold an image of your partner as their best self in your mind, you create a foundation of respect, admiration, and unconditional love. This doesn't mean ignoring imperfections, but rather choosing to amplify the goodness you see in them. Gratitude is another powerful tool that strengthens the bond between two people. The simple act of acknowledging and appreciating your partner daily can transform the energy of your relationship. Often couples become so caught up in the routines of life that they forget to express gratitude for one another. Small gestures, words of thanks, or even silent moments of appreciation can keep love alive. When gratitude becomes a habit, it deepens the connection and reminds both partners of the blessings they share. It is not the grand gestures that sustain a marriage, but the consistent appreciation for the little things that your partner brings into your life. Conflict is inevitable in any long-term relationship. However, how you approach disagreements can either strengthen or weaken the bond. It is essential to see conflict not as a battle to win, but as an opportunity to grow together. Instead of holding on to resentment or allowing negative emotions to take root, you can use the power of your mind to visualize a peaceful resolution. Imagine harmony and understanding between you and your partner, even in the midst of tension. This mental shift often has a calming effect on both individuals, creating space for open and constructive communication. The willingness to forgive and move forward is crucial in navigating the ups and downs of a long marriage. At the heart of any enduring relationship is self-love. It is impossible to fully love another person if you do not first honor and love yourself. When you value your own worth, you set the standard for how you want to be treated in the relationship. Self-love creates a strong foundation from which you can give and receive love without losing your sense of self. In a long marriage, both partners must nurture their individuality while supporting each other's growth. This balance ensures that neither person feels overshadowed or neglected, allowing the relationship to thrive. The essence of a lasting marriage lies in unwavering faith in the bond you share. Change is a constant in life and people evolve over time. What remains steady is the choice to love and remain committed to each other, even as circumstances shift. Love is not about clinging to the idea of who your partner once was, but about embracing who they are becoming. Faith in the enduring nature of your connection allows you to weather life's storms together, knowing that your commitment to one another is stronger than any challenge you face. In the journey of a long marriage, the focus must remain on building a partnership rooted in love, respect, and mutual growth. By choosing to see the best in each other, expressing gratitude, navigating conflicts with understanding, nurturing self-love, and maintaining faith in the relationship, you create a bond that stands the test of time. Marriage is not a destination, but an ongoing process of choosing love every day. It is this deliberate choice that transforms a relationship into a lifelong union. A marriage that lasts is built on the foundation of love, understanding, and a willingness to see beyond surface-level imperfections. Every individual has strengths and weaknesses, but the true magic of a lasting relationship comes from the decision to focus on the positive traits your partner brings into your life. It's not about ignoring flaws or pretending challenges don't exist, but about choosing to see the goodness and potential in your partner, even when things are difficult. This act of seeing them in their best light fosters a deeper connection and creates an atmosphere where love can thrive. Relationships are tested over time, and challenges will inevitably arise. During these moments, holding on to a vision of your partner as someone capable of love, compassion, and growth can make all the difference. This perspective doesn't dismiss the reality of struggles, but allows you to approach them with grace and patience. Instead of dwelling on mistakes or shortcomings, Focusing on what you admire in your partner reinforces the bond and reminds you why you chose to share your life with them in the first place. A strong marriage is not devoid of conflict, but it is marked by the way both partners handle disagreements. Arguments and misunderstandings are natural, but they don't have to lead to division. When tensions arise, it's important to take a step back and consider how to approach the situation with kindness and empathy. Viewing conflict as an opportunity to grow closer, rather than as something to fear or avoid, allows you to work through issues in a way that strengthens your relationship. By actively choosing to see the potential for harmony and understanding, even in the midst of discord, you create space for healing and resolution. Gratitude is a vital element in any relationship, and it plays a particularly important role in sustaining a long marriage. Taking the time to acknowledge and appreciate the small, everyday gestures your partner makes can deepen your connection in profound ways. It's easy to take these moments for granted, especially as routines and responsibilities take over, but gratitude brings these acts of love back into focus. Whether it's a kind word, a shared laugh, or a supportive action, expressing thanks reinforces the value you place on your partner and the relationship you share. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen a marriage is by fostering an attitude of gratitude, not just during the good times, but also during challenges. Gratitude shifts your perspective, allowing you to focus on what's right in your relationship rather than dwelling on what's wrong. This mindset helps you stay connected to the love and partnership you've built, even when life throws obstacles in your path. It reminds you of the reasons you chose each other and the joy that comes from sharing your lives together. Another key aspect of a long and fulfilling marriage is the ability to maintain a sense of self-love. A healthy relationship begins with two individuals who recognize and honor their own worth. When you truly love and respect yourself, you bring a sense of completeness into the relationship. This doesn't mean being self-centered or placing your needs above your partner's, but rather ensuring that you have a strong foundation within yourself. Self-love allows you to give and receive love without feeling diminished or depleted. In a long marriage, both partners need to support each other's individuality and personal growth. Encouraging your partner to pursue their passions and dreams, while also nurturing your own, creates a dynamic where both people feel valued and fulfilled. This balance between togetherness and individuality is essential for a relationship to thrive over time. It ensures that neither person feels overshadowed or stifled, allowing love to grow in an environment of mutual respect and support. Finally, the ability to adapt and grow together is crucial for a lasting relationship. Life is full of changes, and people evolve over time. A successful marriage is not about clinging to a static idea of who your partner is or who they should be. Instead, it's about embracing the journey of growth and transformation, both individually and as a couple. This requires faith in the strength of your bond and a commitment to face life's challenges together, no matter how difficult they may be. Through patience, gratitude, self-love, and a willingness to see the best in each other, a marriage can withstand the tests of time. These elements create a foundation of love and trust that allows both partners to flourish as individuals while building a life together. A long marriage is not the result of luck or chance, but of daily choices to nurture and sustain the connection you share. By focusing on these principles, you create a relationship that is not only enduring but deeply fulfilling. Gratitude is one of the most transformative forces in a marriage. It has the power to turn ordinary moments into extraordinary ones and to build a deep sense of appreciation between partners. In a relationship that spans years and decades, it can become all too easy to overlook the small, thoughtful gestures that make up daily life. Acknowledging these moments, however, is what keeps love alive and vibrant. When gratitude becomes a consistent practice, it creates a positive feedback loop where both partners feel seen, valued, and loved. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you for grand gestures, it's about noticing the everyday acts of love that often go unnoticed. It could be the way your partner makes you a cup of coffee in the morning, listens to you after a long day, or remembers small details about you that even you might forget. These seemingly minor moments hold immense power because they reflect the care and effort your partner puts into the relationship. Taking a moment to truly acknowledge these actions can deepen your connection and remind both of you why you chose each other. Practicing gratitude also helps shift focus away from any irritations or disagreements that may arise. No relationship is without its challenges, but when you actively look for things to appreciate about your partner, it becomes easier to navigate difficult moments. Gratitude doesn't erase problems, but it provides a perspective that allows you to approach them with more understanding and patience. Instead of fixating on what's wrong, you are reminded of all the things that are right, which can soften your outlook and foster constructive communication. Over time, gratitude has the ability to transform the energy of a relationship. It turns mundane routines into meaningful rituals and helps both partners feel valued for their contributions. When you regularly express gratitude, you reinforce a sense of partnership, showing that you recognize and honor the role your partner plays in your life. This recognition becomes a form of emotional nourishment, fueling the bond between you and strengthening the foundation of your marriage. Gratitude is particularly powerful during times of conflict or stress. When life becomes overwhelming, it's easy to lose sight of the positive aspects of your relationship. In these moments, making an intentional effort to express appreciation can serve as a grounding force. Even a small acknowledgement, like saying, "I know how hard you've been working," can go a long way in reaffirming your connection. These expressions of gratitude are especially meaningful during difficult times because they remind your partner that their efforts are noticed and valued, even when things feel tough. Cultivating gratitude also requires a sense of mindfulness. It's about being present enough to notice the good things that happen in your relationship, no matter how small they may seem. This level of awareness encourages you to engage more deeply with your partner and to truly see them for who they are. It's easy to fall into the habit of taking someone for granted, especially after years of being together. But gratitude challenges you to remain attentive and appreciative of the love you share. Gratitude can also be expressed non-verbally, through small acts of kindness and affection. A warm smile, a gentle touch, or a simple note left for your partner can convey your appreciation just as effectively as words. These gestures create moments of connection that reinforce the emotional bond between you. When gratitude becomes a natural part of your daily interactions, it fosters a sense of security and trust that is essential for a lasting marriage. Another aspect of gratitude is its ability to influence your overall outlook on the relationship. When you consistently practice gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positives rather than the negatives. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending problems don't exist. Instead, it's about maintaining a balanced perspective that allows you to see the full picture. Gratitude acts as a reminder of the love and effort that both partners bring to the relationship, which can be especially important during challenging times. Gratitude also has a ripple effect. When one partner expresses appreciation, it often inspires the other to do the same. This mutual exchange creates a cycle of positivity that strengthens the relationship over time. Both partners feel more motivated to contribute to the relationship when they know their efforts are recognized and valued. This dynamic not only deepens the emotional connection but also fosters a sense of teamwork and collaboration that is essential for navigating life's ups and downs together. In a marriage that lasts, gratitude becomes more than just an occasional expression, it becomes a way of life. It's woven into the fabric of the relationship, influencing how you see and interact with each other. By consistently acknowledging and appreciating the love and effort your partner brings, you create a relationship that is rich in positivity and resilience. Gratitude is not a fleeting feeling but a choice, one that has the power to transform the way you experience and sustain your marriage. Conflict is an inevitable part of any relationship, but it is not something to be feared or avoided. Instead, it can be a profound opportunity for growth and deeper understanding between two people. When two individuals come together, each with their own experiences, perspectives, and desires, differences are bound to arise. What determines the strength of a marriage is not the absence of conflict, but the way it is approached and resolved. Conflict, when handled thoughtfully, can become a tool for strengthening the bond between partners and fostering a greater sense of intimacy. It is natural to feel frustrated or hurt during disagreements, but it is important to remember that conflict is rarely about who is right or wrong. More often than not, it is about unmet needs, unspoken feelings, or misunderstandings. Approaching conflict with curiosity rather than defensiveness allows both partners to uncover the deeper issues at play. Instead of reacting impulsively, taking a moment to listen and truly hear what your partner is saying can open the door to meaningful dialogue. This willingness to understand rather than simply to argue lays the groundwork for resolution and connection. Conflict also presents an opportunity to practice patience and empathy. In the heat of an argument, emotions can run high, making it tempting to lash out or retreat. However, choosing to respond with kindness and understanding, even when it feels difficult, can transform the dynamic between partners. When you prioritize the health of the relationship over the need to win the argument, you create a space where both people feel safe to express themselves. This safety is essential for building trust and ensuring that conflicts bring you closer rather than pushing you apart. Every disagreement has the potential to teach something valuable about yourself and your partner. Conflict often reveals vulnerabilities, fears, or desires that might otherwise remain hidden. By paying attention to these underlying emotions, you can gain a deeper understanding of what matters most to each other. This insight allows you to address not only the immediate issue but also the broader patterns that may be affecting your relationship. Over time, this awareness strengthens the bond between you as you learn to navigate challenges with greater compassion and insight. Effective communication is key to turning conflict into growth. This means being honest about your feelings while also being respectful of your partner's perspective. Using I statements such as I feel hurt when ... can help express your emotions without assigning blame. Similarly, actively listening to your partner without interrupting or dismissing their feelings demonstrates a willingness to work together. When both partners feel heard and validated, it becomes easier to find common ground and move forward. Conflict also encourages personal growth. It challenges you to examine your own behavior, beliefs, and assumptions, pushing you to become a better version of yourself. For instance, you might discover a tendency to avoid difficult conversations or to react defensively when criticized. Recognizing these patterns gives you the opportunity to address them and grow as an individual. This personal growth in turn benefits the relationship, as it allows you to show up as a more self-aware and emotionally mature partner. Forgiveness plays a crucial role in resolving conflict and fostering growth. Holding on to resentment only prolongs the pain and creates distance between partners. Letting go of grudges does not mean ignoring the issue or pretending it didn't happen. Rather, it is about choosing to release the anger and hurt that weigh on the relationship. Forgiveness requires vulnerability and courage, but it also opens the door to healing and renewal. When both partners are willing to forgive and move forward, they reaffirm their commitment to the relationship and to each other. Conflict can also deepen the connection between partners by fostering a sense of teamwork. When you approach disagreements as problems to be solved together rather than battles to be won, you reinforce the idea that you are on the same side. This shift in perspective transforms conflict from a divisive force into a unifying one. Working through challenges together builds resilience and reminds you of the strength of your partnership. It is important to remember that conflict is a natural part of any long-term relationship. Avoiding it altogether is neither realistic nor healthy. Instead, embracing conflict as an opportunity for growth allows you to navigate it in a way that strengthens your bond. Each disagreement becomes a chance to learn more about each other, to improve communication, and to deepen your love and understanding. With patience, empathy, and a commitment to resolution, conflict can become one of the most powerful tools for building a lasting and fulfilling marriage. Through the process of addressing and resolving conflicts, you create a relationship that is not only enduring but also dynamic and evolving. Challenges test the strength of your bond, but they also provide the opportunity to reinforce it. By facing conflict together, you demonstrate your willingness to invest in the relationship and in each other. This shared effort creates a foundation of trust, respect, and love that can withstand the tests of time. Conflict, far from being a sign of weakness, becomes a testament to the resilience and depth of your connection.